told to head to the airport, catch a plane, and go to New York. When we got to the airport, there was no flights. I called the newsroom, and they told me to start driving. From there, we never made it to New York. We ended up in D.C. at the Pentagon, but we stayed there for 3 weeks doing live shots from a gas station.
I see a rush of people running over to the TV area of Kmart. And I ran over and I was thinking, wow, maybe there's more pictures from the incident. And as we're standing there talking about how sad this was, the second plane went into the building.
I was covering the Latin Grammy Awards in California. All these entertainment reporters all of a sudden became hardcore news reporters. They're there talking about one of the most horrific crimes in America.
I saw the plane hit the first tower, and at that moment I called the station and said, you know, what are we doing? And it was less than 2 hours later, I was on the road heading up to New York City. It took us 26 hours to get there. The thing that really stands out is as we were driving on I-95, I saw the signs on the road saying New York City closed, which was really ominous.
I have a habit of watching the morning news to see what type of stories I'm going to have that day. And I remember smoke coming out of the Trade Center. And I thought it was a small plane, and they thought it was a small plane. But then when they started showing other camera angles, and it was a huge plane that went in.
Back then, trying to sort it out and putting it together, and being a news person and so on. Okay, what's this all about? What's the motivation here? And it took a while to figure out that somebody or a group of people had stolen some airplanes and crashed into those buildings. In America, where we value life, it's sort of out of context for us. You don't crash airplanes into buildings and kill a lot of people. That's just not part of us.
Every time I hear the national anthem, I actually get teary-eyed. That didn't happen before, it was after 9/11. And it just, as awful as it was, what happened in New York that day, I think it brought out a lot of patriotism that's lasting pretty much for all Americans.